The Nigeria Education Loan Fund says it will assist all Nigerian students who are desirous of attaining higher education with a special loan to achieve their desires. Mr. Kintunde Sawyer, Executive Secretary of the organization, said this in Abuja when he visited Malam Ali Muhammad Ali, Managing Director of the News Agency of Nigeria, NAN.
But for those who have the capacity and the desire, they should not be stopped because they don't have money. We are trying to bridge that gap. So it is a fund for Nigerians. It is a fund for Nigerians to study in tertiary institutions in Nigeria, because we also want to make sure that Nigeria's money goes to Nigerian institutions to help us build the institutions up. In practical terms, the way the system is supposed to work is that it's supposed to be completely online. So the student applies online, goes through a process, one of which is eligibility around being a Nigerian, having a JAM number, having a BVN so that they are financially included. And then once that is, and then having an institution that they're already in or have been admitted to. So that by the time we look at the application and they've ticked those boxes, we can make a reasonable decision to say, yes, we're going to pay for such and such a student to attend such and such an institution.
Sawyer also said that the funds approved would be transferred directly to schools on behalf of benefiting students to enable them gain access into the institution.
When the loan is approved, the funds will be disbursed from the fund account direct to the institution on behalf of that student, so that a student can walk into an institution and say, this is my loan approval letter. The institution can go into their system and say, yes, you have been admitted here. And they will be given unfettered access to classes, unfettered access to examination hall.
Responding, the NAN managing director said the agency had an array of products, including the P-Wire service, which it intends to use to help the organization achieve its goal by reaching out to Nigerians.
And the PR wire is there. You supply the content, you dictate the content, we take it to every nook and cranny of the nation. The news agency of Nigeria is the biggest on the continent. One of 3 resident in the United Nations. We're the only one from West Africa actually resident in the United Nations. If you go to the UN, you find us there. You go to Johannesburg, even Moscow, you go to the UK, you find the news agency of Nigeria. You go to Ethiopia. So what we're saying, our mandate is to report Nigeria to Africans and Africans to the rest of the world. Truthfully, without prejudice to anyone. We report the truth. We have thousands of subscribers and others who actually find a way to get our product because they are convinced, rightly so, that what we send to the public space is authentic and factual. And over the years, in the last 47, 48 years, since we opened shop, since the news agency came into existence in 1976, we have not veered from that core objective of the agency. That is to report factually, truthfully, on all sides of the story, without malice, without subjudice, without prejudice.
President Bola Tinubu in June 2023 signed the Student Loan Bill into law in fulfillment of one of his campaign promises to liberalize funding of education. The bill will enable indigent students access loans at interest-free rates.